We have started a global campaign for consciousness in every sector of life, especially for global economics. Now, you have to understand, we have to investigate the present global economics. If you very closely and very intensely and extensively investigate the global economics, you will see our economics is torn apart between polarizations of two or more political parties. More or less in every country in the world, economics is torn apart between the polarization of political motives. If we try to implement consciousness, higher consciousness in economics, first we have to free our economics from the grip of polarizations. We have to make our economy independent of political attitude or motives. Now everybody we know our global economy is motivated or influenced by American economy. So we should take a case study and then we should investigate it. Where is the problem? Where is the polarization? Now let us take the case of American economy and political polarizations. There are major two political party in USA. Republican, the old father, the orthodox political party, and other is Democrats, somehow liberals. What the Republican does, they favors the supply side of economy, and in the supply side of economy there are tax cut, includes tax cut and favors the rich people. This is the elitist economy, right? And you will see in the Republican economy, in the supply side economy, they don't favor the evolution of new ideas. They stick to the old pattern. And apart from that, there are religious influence on the economy. Republican has the support of Christian community. moral majority of USA is Christian. So they have the support of Christian community, and in return, Republican also apply the Disney science, Disney science, which many Christian communities still follow. There is no government intervention, there is no regulations, government regulation on the business, very minimum government regulations in the supply side of economy. This is the tragedy. And on the other hand, in the Democratic Party, in the democratic economy, what we see, they support demand side economy, and in the demand side economy there are major taxes. They levy taxes on the rich people. There are government regulation, there are government intervention. Actually, that liberal economy actually born out of labor movement. Here you will see there are some touch of Marxist policies, and Marxist policies failed everywhere. Within the 70 years, Marxist policies failed. Right? So both the pattern, supply side or demand side of economics, both the pattern actually more or less capitalist pattern. Capitalist. Both follow the capitalist pattern, and we need capitalist pattern of economy. It is very clear. But not this kind of capitalist motive. Republican depends on old model elitist capitalist economy, and demand side economy actually bureaucratic elitist bureaucratic capitalism. And in both these capitalism, you will see they are very disturbed in balancing the production and consumption. Deficit balancing is there. They are not controlling, they are not able to control the deficit balancing. Somehow they are failed to balance the production and consumption scale. So what I have studied, what I have researched about the present economics, if we see the Republican attitude of economics, supply side economics, they are the same system. We are going back to the same feudal systems. 100 years back there was the feudal systems, feudal oriented economics, the same systems. Little bit of orientation, not more than that. And in the democratic economy, it is too much of materialistic attitude. Too much of materialistic attitude. There is no place of philosophy of humanity. There is no place of philosophy of humanity. Totally materialistic. How can you get a meaning of life out of this materialistic economy. And if you support the Republican economy, how can you get the meaning of life in the orthodox system of economy, which is constrained and concentrated in the hand of few elitist rich people? So the condition of the present economy is very serious. I am telling you a very beautiful story. My grandfather used to tell us in our college time. My grandfather, the popular Sufi story, Mullah Nasiruddin. Everybody, I think, read it or somehow read it somewhere, or your grandpa, grandnanny also told you this story. I am telling one of the story. From this story, this clear, we will clear the status of our present economy. One day, Mullah Nasiruddin was struggling with the water, sometimes beating, sometimes turning out the water. He was very disturbed with the water. Water, plain water. His friend asked Mullah Nasiruddin, Mullah, what you are doing with the water? Mullah answered, I am trying to get butter from the water. The friend replied, how can you get butter from water? Mullah Nasiruddin said, no, I know how can. This is the this is the status of present global economy, influenced by the American economy. How can process meaning out of materialistic economy where there is no ground for humanity? All your efforts, all your deals and trials are applied only for materialism, only for informative economics. Economics cannot be run by informative technology. Economics can be run by the human sentiment. Again and again I am telling. More or less in every country you will see in the economics there is no meaning, there is no human sentiment involved, there is no philosophy of humanity. But the basic funda of any economics, any kind of capitalism is the humanity at the core. You will find no economics in the world today, I am telling you. You will see the correct deficit balancing. There is no deficit balancing. There is no balance in consumption and production. There is no orientation in supply side and demand side economy. Because influenced by our economy is influenced, global economy is influenced somewhere by religious platform, somewhere by political attitude, somewhere by feudal attitude, somewhere by dictatorial attitude. Before applying consciousness in the economy, you have to first eliminate that kind of setback, that kind of loopholes our economy is facing. We have to get our economy out of this trap. Then we can apply consciousness in the economy, and we can bring permanent settlement, permanent balance, permanent recovery in the economic sector. In the field of higher consciousness, in the field of transcendental consciousness, there are infinite series of possibilities. There are infinite evolutions of ideas. There are infinite correlation. Today all the big scientists, economists are in the hand of politicians. They are also motivated, economists also motivated by some certain dogmas, by some certain sentiments. The global leader and global economist should refrain from all kind of dogmas or sentiment or any kind of philosophy apart from humanity. Only touch of humanity is required. Touch of humanity. At the core of economy, touch of humanity, philosophy of humanity should be there. And only the higher consciousness, the sentiment of higher consciousness can do that. In the field of higher consciousness, there is infinite series of correlation. So if you apply higher consciousness in the economy, then the correlation is there. You don't need to try every details, or you don't need to try any kind of deal and trials to bring the balance in the production and consumption, in the supply and demand side, in the deficit balancing. You don't need to try. The father of economics, Adam Smith, gave us the clue. There are some invisible hands. Invisible hands, you cannot predict that invisible hands which is maintaining the whole economics very spontaneously. That invisible hands effortlessly balancing everything, the supply side and demand side, consumption, production. It is being settled automatically by some invisible hands. And who is that invisible hands? That invisible hands, I am telling, the higher consciousness, the field of higher consciousness. Our economists, our global economists, our global leaders should understand this. Let the invisible hands play. Let the higher consciousness play its role. So my dear friends, I would like to request and appeal to the world leaders and world economists, please take the economy from the grip of political polarization. Now our economy is wearing the straight jacket. What can a straight jacket economy can do? Every world leader more or less wearing the straight jacket, and our economy also wearing the straight jacket. That means straight jacket economy. We have to understand this. So I do appeal to the world leaders and world economists, learn higher consciousness, apply it in politics and economics, and let the economics give a chance